Dear Dairy. I suppose I could also call this non-dairy. No, this is Dear Dairy, definitely. I wasn't going to record tonight, but something happened today that kind of made me, I don't want to say rethink my life. It didn't make me rethink my life. It made me rethink my, well, as I'm sure you can tell from the title of this particular episode, I'm at a bit of a turning point. Not a turning point. It's like that scene in the original Tron where the MCP tells Sark, "You've almost reached your decision gate," and yeah, so I'm at my decision gate here. And the thing is, a lot of people, I don't know if they've been joking or not. I mean, given how they've been talking about it, I don't think they were really joking when they were talking about it. And I was talking with my housemate about it while we were driving around a little bit ago to go get some canned air. See, my computer, I bitch about my computer and how weak it is. Complete weak sauce. Well, this morning, it just decided that it was going to turn off for no reason. No warning, no, oh, hey, I'm going to power down now. It just went black all of a sudden. I mean, the monitors were still on. All of my peripherals were, my recording gear was all still lit up like it was ready to go. But the computer, dead to the world. So I let it sit for a few minutes because I've got it covered with, some stuff to keep the sound deadened while it's over there. I thought maybe it overheated. Maybe when I was doing laundry or something, I had moved some stuff around and I had blocked its airflow. Because I've got it covered, but I've got plenty of airflow so that it can still circulate plenty of air and not get too warm. Because I check it every day, make sure it's not overheating. It's not. I thought maybe I did something weird to it. One of the things that it started doing recently is if I power it off, I mean, complete shutdown, if I don't turn the monitors off before it powers off completely, then when I try to start it up again, the video output doesn't sync, and these things continue to think that there's no video signal. They just go back into power save mode. And so I have to do this weird thing. It's completely random. I have to unplug one or both of the video cables, and as it's booting up, plug it back in and watch the monitor to see if it syncs up. And if it does, then I can plug them both in and everything's fine. Sometimes I have to do one of them. Sometimes I have to do the other. Sometimes I have to do them both. It's freaky. Anyway, so I finally got it started up again this morning. And then, all of a sudden, about an hour later, this monitor went solid black. That monitor went solid white, and it locked up completely. Now I'm like, this is becoming untenable. And I couldn't get it to come back up. And I just decided to hell with it, and I set up my laptop right here. And if you think my computer's weak, man, my laptop is, because my laptop I bought for writing. I didn't want to play games on it at all. So I wasn't worried about it having, really good, graphics. I didn't care. It was for writing. That was almost for. Anyway, get to the point, Trent. On the podcast the other night, somebody was saying, we should take up a donation, fund for trying to get them a new system or whatever. And I was like, no. And then the other night, a buddy of mine, after having watched another one of my Dear Dairies, said that he would be willing, he's an artist, bear this in mind, said that he would be willing, if a Kickstarter was started, and you can't use Kickstarter for this, so it wouldn't be that, but if we were to start like a fund or something, that he would do an 8-page EverQuest-based comic for whoever, that would be one of the prizes for funding my, my fund to get a new machine. Now, I told him, you can't do that on Kickstarter. That's not what it's for. It's not for that kind of a thing. Thank you. I really do appreciate it, and I do. Oh, my God. The outpouring of people wanting to help me is just, it's overwhelming. Which kind of brings me to my, what do I do? Because this morning, today, shows me that this situation is getting worse. It's not getting better. Not that I would have expected the computer to suddenly become more powerful. I'm hanging on this balance point between pride and humility, or both. I'm not sure. On the one hand, it's this humility thing of well, maybe not humility, but closer to a I don't want to call it a self-confidence thing, because I wouldn't be able to do the kind of stuff that I do if I didn't have at least a decent sense of self-confidence. But I don't want to bother people with it. You know, people who are offering me, like, oh, no, don't, no, it's just, don't, no. Because for me, I see that as, you know, them inconveniencing me. On the other hand, I also see it as charity, honestly. And that's where the pride portion comes in, that, you know, I am not a talentless person. I should not have to rely on the generosity of others to, you know, get this problem solved. And so I'm it seems weird to say that I'm warring between the two, because they're both, even though they're kind of, I mean, humility and pride are opposites, they're both aiming for the same target, which is me, you know, turning down any assistance or, you know, a fund thing. But now I find myself wondering, today has been just nothing but me wondering, should I go ahead and just say, okay, fine, if, oh God, I don't even want to say it. I mean, what the hell is going on? I don't know. So that's why the title, you know, to swallow or not, you know, swallow the pride and just let people help me if they can and if they will and if they want to and blah, 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 blah. Because there's no doubt in my mind, I have got some amazing friends, and there's no doubt in my mind that they would happily and eagerly jump at the chance to help me. I don't know. Anyway, I there's a timer in the on the oven that's about to go off, and I promised the guys that I would not take more than 12 minutes to record this, and we are closing in on 8. So I might as well go ahead and wrap this up. Anyway, I just wanted to say that this is what's on my mind tonight. And because I said I wasn't going to record anything because it's Saturday night, but this is weighing pretty heavily on my brain. And what I want for right now is for people to drop me some comments below. Or, you know, no, drop me some comments below. And let me know what you think I should do. Because, I mean, is it wrong to not... I've already said my piece. I'm going to let it go. Okay? So this is my question to you guys. What would you do? And what do you think I should do? Because those could be two very, very different things. So there you go. There's my question. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow, where I will probably tell you the story about the two Mormon guys, Brother Matthew and Brother Corey, who came by my house back in Texas. This was like a week or two before I left for basic training in the Army. That'll be for tomorrow, though. And so until then, be careless.